What if I told you that the real key to achieving success in your business and in your life has nothing to do with anything external, like listening to advice from mentors, doing specific strategies for, your business, your content, and so on and so on. In fact, the real key to success in business and in life, it's all about your intuition. And unfortunately, the whole system, the whole society has fed you with a lie. And unfortunately, probably every single human being on this planet, maybe with a few exceptions, you went through this social conditioning, upbringing, where you've been told that you need to fix yourself, that you need to listen to mentors, like all that bullshit. In this video, I want to talk about intuition and how you can use it to achieve anything that you want in your business and in your life. So let's just get started. If you're new to the channel, my name is Vlad, and let's just get started. So number one, I want to talk about what is intuition. So if we break this down, so intuition. So intuition, for me, that's just inner guidance, right? So think about this just one more time. The whole society is telling you that you need to fix yourself, you need to improve yourself, you need to become a better business owner, entrepreneur, person, whatever is the thing that you're doing in life. I'm talking like specifically to entrepreneurs in this video, but honestly, it applies to anything, right? I have 10 years of background in music production, like sound design, like creative fields. And it gave me a really unfair advantage in business. And the way that I see business, the way that I run my business is so different from what I see online. And unfortunately, like I said, all these people, the big names, they're just feeding you with a lie, right? So let's go a little bit deeper into this. I'm gonna start with the thing that reality is spiritual. What I mean by this is the following. Everything that you see outside, or like everything that you experience, is spiritual. So if you've been watching at some point some videos about like quantum physics, quantum mechanics, scientists have discovered that atoms, it's 99.99999%, it's pure energy, it's emptiness. Fuck, like I'm starting to get goosebumps. Like this is some real shit we are talking about. So bear with me, right? If 99.9% is pure energy, what is matter? What is matter? Because on the fundamental level, everything consists of this emptiness, this pure energy, this pure potential. So that means that the thoughts that you have, they are influencing the reality. If everything is vibration on the fundamental level, then we can make a conclusion that your thoughts, your state of being, your state of consciousness, it influences the reality that you see. So I want to give you some examples about intuition and just go a little bit deeper into this concept that reality is spiritual. If you are like a very materialistic guy, number one, you clearly don't understand the beautiful design of this reality, of this like universe, however we call this, it doesn't really matter, right? This is number one. And number two, you're just robbing yourself from magic in real life. How about this? What if I told you that things could be easy in your business, that you don't have to work hard, you don't have to struggle, right? And that's the truth. That's the fundamental truth, my friend. But unfortunately, you think that you need to work hard, you need to do some specific strategy in your business in order to grow your business, scale your business, whatever is the business goal that you have. right? And even with this video, you know what? I'm just freestyling. Honestly, I was thinking like, you know what? Maybe I should have some sort of like outline structure for this video, but I decided, you know what? Fuck it. If we are talking about intuition, I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna go with the intuition. Like already like I'm talking for like 5-6 minutes right now, and I'm getting goosebumps, like the waves of electricity. You know what that means? It means I'm connected with my spirit and with my higher self, right? Okay, so let me think. If you are not following your intuition, you're just robbing yourself from the life that you want. Let's talk about what intuition really is and the design mechanics and so on. So let's imagine that when you are born, you are an empty vessel, right? So this is you as a kid, so like zero years old, right? It's like a blank canvas, blank slate, right? There's really nothing. But what starts to happen is, let's take something average, right? Your parents, whether you want it or not, they've been traumatized by the society. Again, this is not something to get upset about. It's just fact. Like every single person has been traumatized in different parts of their life. This is fine, okay? But this is how it happens. So your parents, they start putting some beliefs into this empty vessel, right? If you ever spoke to like a very young kid, they have this like, they are very pure, right? They are not traumatized by the society yet, as fucked up as this sounds, right? So your parents put a little bit of trauma in you or beliefs, right? Society is like this, business is like this, do this, don't do that, and so on. Then you go to the school and the whole society, oh, this is the biggest fucking reason why people get traumatized, right? They put so much bullshit in you, right? Then there's gonna be school, let's call it like this. And then another one is just gonna be like general life, right? So friends, life, work. So life, let's put it like this, life plus work. It doesn't really matter how we call this, it's more like just like to illustrate this, right? And then maybe something more, I don't know, let's use a different color, something like this one. And then what you are really left with is gonna be this, just like a little bit. So this is your true self. When I say true self, it's your real feelings, your real emotions, your real desires, the things that you feel, the things that you want, right? And unfortunately, it's like this is the toxic software that you have in your mind, which is sabotaging your life. Oh, this is impossible. You should not do this. You should not do that. And most entrepreneurs, even the most successful ones, I don't give a fuck about how much money you have. You might be a millionaire watching this, and you can be a fucking slave to your business. You can be a fucking slave to the reality, to the obligations. You're not fucking obligated to do anything. You're not obligated to be anyone you don't want to be. And that's something that people don't realize, unfortunately. Right? So if you have just like this much of your own thoughts, own beliefs, now let me ask you, how does this shit over here, how does it affect your life? How does it affect your reality? Because the system doesn't want you to win. It's just like it's rigged against you. Even the business gurus that you might be looking up to, like I'm bringing this example in almost every single video. Like so many entrepreneurs, you're mentally masturbating to the so-called top 0.1%, like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, whatever, right? Put a name here. But what you don't realize, they don't belong to themselves. They might be like highly effective, but they are a slave to their own reality. They are a slave to the KPIs, to the investors, to their company. They can't just they say, you know what? I'm not gonna do XYZ thing because they are obligated. Not because they are really obligated, but because they have built some sort of this like illusionary responsibility and so on, right? And Most people, they are never questioning these beliefs that we just discussed, like here, like parents, school, life, work, business, romantic life, right, and so on. But what if I told you that every single person without exception, you are a part of the infinite consciousness, infinite intelligence. Everything that you see outside, fuck, I get goosebumps again. This is some real talk, right? You are a part of this infinite intelligence, infinite consciousness. And think about this. Does God need to improve itself? Does God need to get better? Think about this. Infinite intelligence, it's infinite. It's everything and technically nothing at the same time. It's pure infinite potential. So if you are a part of this, every single person, you have intuition, this inner guidance, this inner voice. And if you're not listening to yourself, you're just sabotaging yourself. Let me ask you, are you living the life that you truly want? Or are you hiding? Are you trying to compensate with external things like material achievements in your life? Oh, like if I get to $1 billion with my company, I'm gonna feel happy, I'm gonna feel content, I'm gonna feel fulfilled. But happiness, fulfillment, joy, it never comes from external factors. And now we are getting into the juicy part. And this is unfortunately, it gets pretty sad and pretty fucked up for a lot of people, right? So you think that you need a thing called strategy. We need strategy for my business, right? I need to make content in a specific way, or I need to do this, I need to do that. It's impossible. The algorithm on social media is this. What else? Just put any example. When you really think from the perspective that everything that I see outside, it's the expression, the reflection of my beliefs. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that everything, like literally, that you see is your own responsibility. This is not some spiritual gaslighting. No, I don't mean that. But the way that you experience your business, this is like 100% reflection of who you are. So if you're not happy in your business, if you are maybe working hard, if you're working your ass off, if you like stay like long hours, whatever is the thing, right? Everyone has like a specific like story, or right, whatever this is called. This is your reflection. Now I want to offer you a better way to look at your business, and this is going to be so different from anything that you've seen online, anything that you've heard. I'm gonna make a pretty bold claim. All the classical like business education, business beliefs, influences is just full of crap. It's just full of crap. You don't have to listen to it, and it's fucking outdated. So how about we start seeing business as reflection of my expression of my spirit. Let me ask you another deep question. So if you look at your business, do you feel happy showing up every day? Do you feel happy doing what you're doing? Or is your business is just this soulless, lifeless cash printing machine? So many people are doing business from this point of view, like, I'm a serious entrepreneur, I'm doing business. Like, you're not doing business, you're fucking playing a role that the society has assigned to you. And that's something that people don't really understand. Most of you don't have big enough balls to listen to yourself. And most of you are doing the things that you truly don't want to do. The way that you do your business, the way that you run your company, I can guarantee like 99% of you don't have a business. The business has you by the balls. And that's the thing. And now let's get into the juicy part. So again, business is the expression of my spirit. Business is not this fucking boring ass company or organization where you just print cash, like more algorithms, more systems. Like, you know what's my business strategy? I ain't got no strategy. I ain't got no fucking strategy. And that's my strategy. I do what I feel like doing. And what if I told you that the secret to scaling your business, and scaling, it doesn't mean, let me put it this way, maybe not scaling, but building, creating, manifesting your dream business has nothing to do with the strategy. It has nothing to do with the systems. It has nothing to do with this fucking toxic advice that you see from all those influencers, even the big names, right? Because there's no one on YouTube who's treating business like this. All I see is just system, tracking my KPIs. Like, is that business? All those grown-up dudes mentally masturbating to their fucking Excel spreadsheets. Right? When in reality, all you really want to do is just have fun. Like, imagine, like, do you remember when you were a kid, especially if you're like a little bit older, like 30, 40, 50, 60 plus? I'm talking to you right now. Do you remember when you used to be a kid? When you used to do things just for fun, just for the sake of doing it, just for the sake of, oh wow, I'm just enjoying the process. I don't care about the results. And the less you care about the results, the easier the results come. I'm not saying that you should not want things in your life. No, that would be completely like wrong. This is not what I mean. I just mean when you focus on passion, when you focus on the things that you love, number one, you become happy that you get detached from the results, because you don't need more money. You don't need more money. You don't need to scale your business. You don't need to fucking prove to the world with any sort of achievements, material success, like whatever is the thing that you want, right? And that's the sad reality that most people don't understand. Now, I want to give you, literally, like for free, I'm giving you all the information, all the like advice, steps, however strategy, however you wanna call this, right? The real key is intuition, aka listening. Listen to yourself. So I really just want you, maybe after watching this video, just sit for some time. I don't care how much, it could be just 10 minutes. But I want you to close your eyes and just listen to yourself and be honest with yourself. Don't fucking run away from your thoughts. Don't think about your business, right? Because I can guarantee, my friend, all you really want to do is just be happy. You just want to have fun, just want to enjoy your life. But you're just stuck on this fucking endless hamster wheel. I'm like, I'm playing business, I'm a serious entrepreneur. I'm just making fun of this. You bitches are so serious that you forgot how to play, how to enjoy this life, right? And now we're getting into the core part of this video. The keys to creating your dream business and creating your dream life is just sitting with yourself and really listening to your intuition. Most of you, even though you might be like you might be like a serious successful dude from the materialistic point of view, you might have you might be a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. Like, this is the joke that I crack in every single video, right? A trillionaire, right? What's the point of having all that money if you are dead inside? If you're not playing, if you're not enjoying, if you don't have the freedom to do the things that you want or not do the things that you don't want, right? That's the whole point with business. Business doesn't meant to be a grind. Business doesn't meant to be like fucking discipline. I despise the word discipline. I despise the word work. This is not type of language that we are using here on my channel and in my universe. We are not working, we are playing, we are having fun, we are creating, right? So the real key is sit with yourself and maybe write down if that's easier for you. Maybe you could write down, you could just sit and think, whatever is the comfortable way for you to express yourself. Write down your feelings, write down your emotions, write down your desires, and you're gonna realize that, you know what? Wow, this is what I want. And this is really the key. If you focus on what you want, it's gonna lead you into conclusions, into decisions, into ideas. Most of you are trying to force this reality. Most of you are just trying to battle the reality, right? Because you just simply don't understand the metaphysics, the way that this reality is really designed by the infinite consciousness, infinite intelligence. Life is meant to be fun. You're not here to prove your fucking worth. You're not here to, grind, to hustle. Like, one of the most toxic beliefs that I absolutely despise, and I want to say fuck you to every single person who believes that life should be painful, or like, you gotta go through the pain so then you can become a better person, which simply just implies that there was something originally wrong with me. You are worthy and deserving of anything that you want. You are worthy and deserving just for the pure fact of your existence. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing to work for. There's nothing to to struggle for, right? And it might sound so simple, my friend, but this is the real key. But most of you, you know what's gonna happen? You're probably just gonna watch this video and come back to your life, just because you're way too afraid. You're way too of a pussy to listen to yourself. Because if you think that you're gonna listen to yourself, like, it's not gonna work out. Think about this. Like, most of you, even though you might be successful, you're just hiding behind your fucking millions, behind like a successful company, right? When was the last time that you listened to yourself? When was the last time when you had fun? When was the last time when you just you didn't wear this serious entrepreneur kind of mask? Because every single grown-up adult, you're just a kid who wants to play. And again, I just want to re-emphasize this. If you just focus on playing, having fun, doing things that you love. You know what's interesting? I'm not gonna go too deep in this story, but I'm gonna give you like a little. Actually, I have like a full video, but we're gonna talk about this in the at the end of this video. I used to do music production coaching. This is like a standard like online coaching where you have like Zoom calls with people. Where I was teaching people how to do music production, but at some point I realized I don't longer feel inspired to do it, and I don't longer want to do it. And I just stopped. And I was like, wow, now I want to do business. I want to help people to build a business, and not just a business. What I genuinely feel inspired to do is helping people remember who they are and why they are here, like on this planet, in this physical spiritual, physical body, right? The human existence. If I ask you who you are, what are you gonna say? You're gonna say, hey, like, I'm John, I am like Susan, I am like XYZ, I'm an entrepreneur. No, this is wrong. You are infinite spirit, infinite consciousness who is here having this human experience. If you are infinite consciousness, why the fuck are you playing it small? Why the fuck are you not like already all in on your desires, on your inspirations? Because trust me, if you lean into that, this is the key. And potentially it might even go bigger than your real business. But the fucked up thing is, most people are so busy like making money that they forget to have fun. And for most of you, you might want to close your business, and it's a scary decision, right? Because you build like this soulless cash printing machine that you're not very inspired about. You're just going on autopilot, and it's uncomfortable, right? It's uncomfortable to let go because you're used to it. It's stable. You got the money, you got this, you got that. But this is really the key. When you let go of the beliefs that are not serving you, this is when you experience your true life. Not something that society is indoctrinating you with, right? All the beliefs. Think about this. Are you sure that the desires that you have, the motivation, the ambitions that you have, are you really sure that these are yours? Or someone at some point in your life, maybe when you were a kid, could be your parents, could be school, you just got traumatized and you're trying to show up, you're trying to prove your worth to this reality. I can read every single of you. You know why? Because I trust my intuition. That's the only thing that I trust. Right? And this is really it. This is really it for this video, my friends. I just want to spend maybe like a little bit more time with just finalizing and like wrapping things up with this. The real key to your dream business and to your dream life is just really listening, even if that's uncomfortable, even if that feels like intimidating, even if you are scared. Do this leap of faith. Do this for yourself. You know what? Like, you don't even need anyone or anything. You don't need advice. You have all the answers inside as a part of this infinite intelligence, infinite consciousness. But all these fucking gurus are trying to feed you with a lie. Like, use my system in your business. We're going to help you to scale to like 10, 100 million, right? Whatever is the number, right? But all that is required for you is just listen to yourself. There's nothing external that you need. You have all the answers inside. But how fucked up that the whole society is just like, it's just built on this idea that you need to fix yourself, that you need to work and do this, do that. So I think that's going to be pretty much it for this video. We're just going to discuss maybe like last couple of points. If there's anything more that I want to talk about, probably that's going to be it. But I just one more time, I want to say, sit with yourself, listen to your intuition, write things down, and I really want you to be honest with yourself. Radical honesty, radical self-acceptance. If deep inside you feel like fuck my business, I would like to close it, I don't want to do this anymore. If you're going to keep pushing, you're going to keep suffering. And that's going to be eating your life. That's going to be fucking eating and destroying your soul. That's just the way it is, my friend. So that's kind of it. That's kind of it for this video. The thing that you are most scared about is the exact thing that is required for you in order to experience the life and the business that you want. Passion, joy, these kind of emotions, right? Honestly, that's it. Like, I gave you everything for free, but just in case, if my vibe has resonated with you, if my approach has resonated with you, and you want to build a business, build a life from the point of inspiration, joy, freedom, enjoyment, like you want to play, just you want to have fun, then I'll see you in the Spirit Circle. This is my project for creatives and entrepreneurs where I help you to reconnect with your soul, with your spirit, realize, like, remember your true self, and maybe change your business, maybe create a new business, whatever is the thing, right? I can't really be specific until I talk to you, right? I'm gonna put the link in the description. It's like my story as well, my principles. I'm not gonna give you every single little detail, but if you're interested, check it out, and I'll see you in the next video, my friend. Thanks for watching.